How did your team start and grow?
Yeah, like I said, it started with 6 members back in 2017. I think they just started because there was no rocketry team at the uni or any space-related projects, and we all do an aerospace degree. So I think they wanted to have some space stuff as part of the course. So they started the project, and it's been growing since then. So we started with 6 members. A couple of years ago, I think there were 8 members, and now we've got about 20 full-time members and a number of other people who sort of help out. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing consistently. We're quite looking forward to seeing who will get involved next year.
One of the main projects that kind of get people involved is a piece of coursework as part of the degree called the Group Business Design Project. So, and all 3 of us on the call right now, that's how we got involved. And most of the people this year, that's how they first got involved with the team.
How is it to study in your university?
So we all do the same degree, aerospace engineering. We're all final year. I think Bath is quite a practical university. I mean, obviously having projects like this is really good. Also, it's quite unique, at least in the UK, that we can do this project as part of our degree. So Ben, for example, is doing this as his dissertation. He's making the recovery system. And we've got other people on the team doing various bits of the rocket as part of their degree course, which is really good.
Well, about life at university, because I'm originally from France, not from the UK. I think it's a very friendly university. A lot of international students are studying here. So it's a very, very friendly environment, very motivational as well. And working in the workshop with everyone is very nice as well.
Yeah, we've been lucky. The uni's recently upgraded us to a new workshop, which is a much nicer space to work in. Much bigger too. But nice. The uni is pretty generous.
What are your job opportunities after you finish university?
I think we're all looking at going into the aerospace industry. I know Clara and I have both applied for the ESA graduate scheme.
Yes, for the same positions as well.
Yeah, against each other, but fingers crossed that one of us gets it.
Yeah, well, maybe 2 of us. We'll see.
Maybe 2. Yeah. I think the uni itself it's got quite a lot of links with the industry, not necessarily space stuff, but with the aerospace industry in general. We've got a lot of people who go to big companies like Boeing and Rolls-Royce, and then the rocket team itself has fairly decent links with the space industry. We've got alumni in, for example, Orbex, which is a rocket company in the UK, up in Scotland. Team members who did placements in Rocket Factory, Augsburg in Germany. Got some links with the industry.
Basically, all of the team members last year went on to go working in space companies. So it does feel like the team is quite successful at getting people into working in space.
Well, just the location of the university in itself, because we're very close to Bristol and Filton. So there are a lot of big aerospace companies there. There's Airbus, Boeing, Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, we were lucky. Someone on our course organised a tour of the Airbus facilities. The occasional speaker to come from the big companies and talk about jobs and opportunities. There's a decent amount of stuff happening in the UK at the moment. There's quite a lot of satellite companies recruiting currently. We've got a couple of launcher companies based in the UK as well that are doing a lot of recruiting. So I think it's quite a good time to get into the industry.
And also to go back to what we were saying about the group business and design project, is that some of the assessors are professionals from the industry.
Yeah.
So that was also very good to have feedback from. There was an engineer who worked on Concorde.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool and very useful to have this type of feedback.
Yeah. We had support from a guy who used to be like the project manager, EuRoC Typhoon. Yeah, it was interesting.
What's the experimental rocketry community like in Britain?
Well, I guess similar. It's growing quite rapidly. As you probably know, there's quite a few teams now in the UK hoping to go to EuRoC. I think when we first went in 2021, it was just us and a couple others, and now there's a good 10 teams with 10 universities with rocket teams. Sorry. So yeah, there's a lot going on. We're hoping for a UK-based competition at some point in the future. We'll see.
I mean, even in the last 2 years. So last year we took part in a competition called Race to Space, which is an engine testing competition, and it was the first year of it was last year, and we were one of 4 or 5 teams. It was very, very small competition, so there was only 4 or 5 engines being tested. And this year we're going to go back, and there's at least 10 different entries. So it's growing incredibly quickly.
There's some really cool stuff. I mean, we'll talk about what we're doing I think later on in the interview, but there's other teams designing biprop engines, 3D printing,
regen cooling,
regeneratively cooled engines, and yeah, there's quite a lot of different stuff going on. It's quite interesting. Lots of competition.